College. This is a rare case of bird-head dwarfism. Actually, by visualization, we can tell that it is a microcephalic dwarf child, and the mother of the baby brought the child with the complaints of fits since one day, and she was immediately admitted into NICU. And regarding the history of present illness, fits were involving both upper and lower limbs, and there is also staring look was present. They were recurrent in 4 episodes since one day. Duration of each episode lasted for 2 to 3 minutes and subsided without any medication, and the baby was brought to hospital. And there was no history of decreased activity, decreased acceptance of feeds, temperature instability or difficulty in breathing. Antenatal history was uneventful. The mother is a booked case and has regular antenatal checkups, and there was no complications in the pregnancy. Natal history, she was born out of vaginal delivery, but she was born at home, which is quite worrying. And the postnatal history, the first 2 days, the baby was quite normal. In the family history, she was born out of second-degree consanguineous marriage. Immunization history, no immunization was done till date. General examination, the baby was conscious and active. And regarding the anthropometry, the inference with the findings were the weight, length and head circumference were less than the third centiles. Upper and lower segment ratio, it is normal, and ponderal index is 1.7, which suggests that she is a asymmetric IUGR baby. And vitals were normal. Head to toe examination, there was microcephaly, receding forehead, the eyes were prominent, the nose was long and it's like a bird's beak, there was micrognathia, and the ears were low set. Head to toe examination, upper limb, semen increase was present, thorax is normal, and regarding the lower limbs, inability to extend the knees. Cardiovascular system, S1, S2 are heard, grade 3 pansystolic movement is heard over the left parasternal area, and respiratory system was normal. GIT was normal, and regarding the central nervous system, anterior fontanelle was closed, sutural ridges were prominently felt. Rooting and suckling reflexes are normal, and Morose reflex is complete. Provisional diagnosis after the examination, term dysmorphic baby, asymmetric intrauterine growth restriction with neonatal seizures for evaluation. Coming to the investigations, complete blood picture was normal. Chest X-ray, only 11 pair of thoracic ribs were seen, lungs were hyperinflated and heart is normal. 2D echo showed small membranous ventricular septal defect of size 3 mm with left to right shunt. CT brain, gross dilatation of the lateral ventricles. And these were the MRI reports. And the report was grossly dilated lateral ventricles, colpocephaly, corpus callosal agenesis, and loss of bilateral periventricular white matter. Case summary, a 4-day-old baby of secondary consanguineous marriage brought with complaint of convulsions. Weight of the child is less than the 4th centile, head circumference less than 3rd centile, and ponderal index is less than 2. Head shows microcephaly, craniosynostosis of all sutures, receding forehead, prominent eyes, long bird-like beak nose, micrognathia, low set ears, semen increase and inability to extend knees. Chest X-ray, only 11 pair of thoracic ribs and hyperinflated lungs. Echo, small VSD of size 3 mm. CT brain showed gross dilatation of lateral ventricles. MRI brain, grossly dilated lateral ventricles, colpocephaly, corpus callosal agenesis. And based on the above clinical features, the child fits into the description of Seckel syndrome. So, discussion, Seckel syndrome is autosomal recessive inheritance pattern. 2 different loci were identified, chromosome 3 and chromosome 18. And please note that the points which are in black color are present in my baby. And most of these findings were too early to tell. Example, IQ is too early to tell, and delayed bone growth is too early to tell. Head circumference is more retarded than height in half of the cases, but in this case, head circumference is in par with the height. And upper extremities, semen increase was only present, and lower extremities, inability to completely extend the knees. And she is a male, so no question of cryptorchidism. And in occasional abnormalities, there were many things which are too early to tell. Enamel hypoplasia, osteosarcoma, delayed puberty, and rest of the 4 findings are present in this case. And treatment, we followed the neonatal seizure protocol. We started with phenobarbital IV infusion, but actually the seizures were not subsided. The recurrence was decreased to 1 episode per day. So we started increased the phenobarbital dose and added phenytoin to it. And she was discharged after 15 days after the complete investigations were done, and oral phenytoin phenobarbital was given. And we advised follow-up serially, but the follow-up was lost. These are the references and these are the case sheet. Thank you.